Alrighty. Looks like we are live once more. And there's the YouTube thing going. Alright. Just pop this out here. Get everything fully situated. Seems after so many times of doing this, YouTube finally actually works on the preview screen. That'll be nice. Alrighty, so welcome to another one of our little stream things that we're going to be doing. We're going to be continuing our stream ISC campaign. We've recently picked up a battlecruiser and things are going to be hopefully fun. Again, we're new to streaming, so you're going to have to forgive us to anything like this. And as always, if people end up not having time for this, this will just become a normal episode. If they do, we'll talk around, we'll have a nice little chat, and enjoy ourselves for the next, maybe 2 hours or so. Alrighty, so let's just resituate ourselves. We picked up the heavy battlecruiser Justicar and used it in one match so far. She is a CCY, which does mean that she's going to be packing no less than 2 plasmatic pulsar devices, or is it disruptors? That's not really super important. So CCY, 2 Plasma S's, 2 PPDs, and then a host of 6 Phaser 3s, 8 Phaser 1s. Not too terrible. 3 shuttles according to this, but I'm pretty gosh darn sure that I saw 6. So, without further ado, we are fully supplied and rigged for rock, so set out and start causing some havoc. Let's see what we pick up. A convoy escort is not exactly the best way to start your day, but we're not as terrible at doing it as certain other plasma races because PPDs make that a little bit more tolerable. Alright, so let's red alert, increase speed, and see how much speed we can get out of this thing. I'm not entirely sure. It's been a little while since we last streamed. Last stream was Sunday, I want to say. So I need to resituate myself with this vessel. Alright, we can do about a speed of 14. A little bit slow, but then again, that's kind of to be expected. We're in the middle of this convoy, so let's pull off onto this side. We're only seeing the one enemy. It's a single light cruiser, so that should be reasonably dealable for us. Alright, let's make sure that we come in here, increase our shields to maximum power, and as soon as we can, we're going to send a probe his way, figure out exactly what we're dealing with. Hopefully not plasma. If it is, we're going to have to prep a wild weasel, which will take power we kind of need for other things. Being in the heavy cruiser class, it takes us 1 point of energy per point of speed that we travel, so if we want to prep a wild weasel, we got to slow down even more, and we're already slower than your average battle cruiser, or heavy cruiser. No, he's rocking a ton of missiles, which is normally a problem for ISC, but the CCY, we've got 6 Phaser 3s. What's the coverage on that? Hopefully it is at least, yeah, it's 180 degrees, so we should be able to cover that no problem at all. So we're just going to line up on him, make sure we got our hard point set up. Phasers, PPD, Plasma, Plasma 2. Interesting. Don't want that set up quite like that. So we're going to do that to control 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Just to make sure that we don't swamp anybody with Plasma to immediately have them launch a Wild Weasel in defense. Currently not putting out any electronic countermeasure, which should work out reasonably well for us. So once we hit a range of about 15, we'll open fire with the PPD and start getting this party started. And all it takes is just a little bit of time. How much power do I have in my shields after phasers charge? 16! Wow, that's pretty impressive actually. So within range, and looks like we're going to get good hits every single shot. So 4 good hits. Knocking down that shield, his forward port side shield is pretty badly damaged. Let's get our first plasma torpedo in towards him. Or not. Point blank range. We won't have time to stop that. And the Phaser 3 follow-up. He still has most of his launchers, and I'm kind of expecting him to use them, but he's not. So don't know what's up with that, but hey, if he wants to focus on me only, that's perfectly fine with me. Especially now that he's starting to lose ground. His speed is, wow, completely collapsed down to 0.7. He is not having a good day, although those launchers are still dangerous so long as they're still intact. So we'll curve around in a nice little defensive pattern here and try to engage him from long range. We cannot use the PPDs in too close. If we try to fire the PPD from within a range of 4, it just isn't going to work. The plasma stream, targeting stream, whatever, doesn't actually pull off properly, and we end up just wasting a whole bunch of time and firepower. But as long as we're beyond that, well, then we can do quite a bit of damage with these PPDs. And should be ready by the time I get fully on in. Shouldn't even have to slow down, hopefully, because we just got one more little sliver before it's ready to rock. And there it goes. Another perfect accuracy shot, and hopefully this will wipe him out. Yeah, lots of damage on in through there. Plasma torpedoes are still a turn and a half away from being charged, but I think the phasers are going to do a perfectly fine job of just wiping him off the face of the map once we get in close enough. So lined up nice and easy. And the Cataclysm. Not anymore. That'll resolve the convoy escort mission and allow us to move on with a little bit of extra cash. Always a nice thing. Let's see how much prestige that's going to give to us. 350, not terrible. It's actually pretty decent. Now, one of the things that did get mentioned in the last stream towards the very end was somebody wanted us to go up against the Federation. And I did find out that we're mortal enemies with the Federation, which means we can actually do that one in this. In the Federation campaign, it shows that the ISC is neutral, but in the ISC campaign, apparently we get to fight the Federation if we choose. And I think we're going to want to do that. The only trouble is we don't have any star bases nearby, so if we want to make that journey, what we're going to have to do is either piggyback on Gorn and Romulan star bases, which is always a possibility. But the other thing that we can do is we can drag our own star bases into a fight. Now, I've literally never actually used them. In all of my years of playing this game, I have never used a star base that I erected myself. So this ought to be an interesting attempt to see what happens. Alright, so let's just increase the speed of time so we can see what we're getting into. Somewhere out there, there is the enemy, and they will reveal themselves shortly, one would hope anyway. There they are. It's a dreadnought, it's a Romulan dreadnought, and according to the fleet screen, we're looking at a KVL. That could be a problem. Yeah, that's going to be an interesting problem. We are not particularly maneuverable, and he has a really heavy plasma complement. Let's not forget to prep wild weasels. We're going to need these, and we're going to need these bad. So we're going to have to stay way at range on this one, because if we get too close, we're just going to get annihilated. And that is not in anybody's favor. Alright, let's see what we got to set up here. Going to grab my little pamphlet here with the cheat sheet for all that fun information right there. So what's the maximum range we can effectively engage him at with a PPD? That will be 16 to 20 will do 4 damage when we hit, which is not tremendous, but it's not terrible, and it'll keep us at a safe distance. But we go up to 5 damage per pulse, which is 20 damage in total if we hit 15, and I kind of want to do that. Have I not buffed my forward shield yet? Let's do that before any more damage. Yeah, we didn't do that. That's a problem. Forward shield, reinforce. Get ready for a full turn, and fire the PPD. Ooh, 1 miss, 2 miss. Oh, looks like 1 barely hit at all. And let's get a plasma torpedo on the way. Increase speed. No, that's not going to happen. Let's go all stop. Wild Weasel ready just in time. And dump the Weasel now. Unfortunately, we did waste quite a bit of phaser firepower on that one. I'm not super happy about that, but we will be able to turn around, and we still have a plasma torpedo to go, whereas he does not. So let's get back up to speed just as soon as the problem, engine stress, I suppose, from the crash stop ends. And he is in cloak, which is going to make this a little bit more difficult. So we're going to have to try and make something of it. Alright, so our plasma torpedo is ready to rock. Get ready to bomb him. And we do have a repel beam, or a hold beam ready to go. So you just need to get in position close enough. And let's go there. I think I timed it right. Got him. All plasma, everything into him. Oh, the PPDs are about to come online too. Let them go. We don't need them. We took a little bit of damage on that one, I think, through our down shield. Engine got a little bit nicked up, but not too bad. We're going to pull away and then re-engage him with the PPD. We couldn't have used our PPD at that range because it's within a range of 4. PPD doesn't work at that range. It's a long-ish range weapon. It can be very brutally effective if used properly. So our other plasma torpedo should be ready actually pretty soon, so it might be worth coming in to try and grab him and yank him around with us again. Because we should be ready before his plasma torpedoes are, and I did not prep another Wild Weasel. That's a problem. Oh, that's a significant major problem. How much energy do I currently have in the shield reinforcement here? 15? He's coming out of cloak. PPDs, get on target. 17 is where we're at. I'd like to get a little bit closer. Could be a bit of a risk, but I think we can pull it off. Get me within 15 so I can deal the 20 damage. It'll be 40 damage in total, because 4 pulses per PPD. We got 2 of them. Is he trying to go up on electronic countermeasures? He's not. Interesting, so I'm going to race him there anyway. PPD's within range. 1 miss. Alright, so we've got 1 miss. That'll be 7 hits in total. It's not terrible at all. And plasma torpedo. Fire and break off. It's doing a speed of 18, which is actually pretty considerable. So we're going to pull away, get some distance between us. See what he does with that. He may dump a wild weasel. And yep, he's trying to. Is he going to get down? He'll get down to speed in time. But lucky for us, that does mean that he sacrifices pretty much all of his initiative. So we can basically command this fight as much as we want. We'll work around to his outside once again. Stay at range long enough for us to get that second wild weasel ready to go. We'll prep a third just in case. It's always nice to have one in reserve extra. That way you don't find yourself suddenly in a position where you're totally screwed. So our port side plasma torpedo is almost ready to go too. And I think, yeah, the arc on that is pretty significant. So we should be able to just dump it on him from long range. The AI tends to not want to fire beyond a range of 13-ish. Sometimes it will, but generally not. Which, you know, makes a lot of sense because it does want an accurate shot on that plasma torpedo every chance that it can get. So we're just going to curl in a little bit. Want to fire from slightly closer because he's going to pick up some pretty... Oh, if he's going to go directly away from me. PPDs, line them up. And get me to that 15 range. That's what I want. Oh, we got a single attack shift. Alright, good hits there. Let's slow down a bit. Let's see if we can't bounce this. It's going to tear through the shield a little bit. Alright, and 3. And increase speed. And we're just sandpapering his shields off bit by bit. And that's his big salvo at us. We managed to hit him with those plasma torpedoes. Crash stop. I think we stop on this one. Yeah, we're not getting away from that one. Unfortunately, he is still going to have the 2 F-type plasma torpedoes to follow up. And that's going to suck. So I think we high energy turn on this one. We need to get this forward shield towards him. Ooh, we can't. Oh, there works. And spread the damage out a bit. That works fine. And now we're pursuing him. We're on his stern. And that puts us in a very positive position. PPDs are going to be a little while before they're ready to rock. That's not too much of an issue. Although we'll try and get that working as soon as we can. The trouble is going to be getting him to decloak before his plasma torpedoes are ready to go. So I think we're going to set up another plasma anchor. So just we can grab onto him and smash him with as much as we can. Again, we won't be able to get the PPDs involved, but that's not the point. The point is to hit him with the plasma torpedoes and all the phasers. And the PPDs are fun little skirmishing weapons. Or if he's trying to run away. Then PPDs also very useful. Have we taken any... We haven't really taken any damage. Nope. Even the dent from the mine that we dropped earlier has already been patched and repaired. Second plasma torpedo is about to be ready. We might have a good opportunity to be able to hit him pretty hard here. Or he could come out of cloak. Slow down. Crap, we got too close. Port side plasma torpedo ready. Starboard side plasma torpedo go. So we ended up burning off 2 PPD charges because we were just a bit too close. It's not a huge, terrible loss, but it's about 20 damage. So almost a plasma torpedo's loss. But we are in a great position on his stern right now, unless he hard turns, which he could. I'm really tempted to grab him, but I'm not going to risk that. Slow down, slow down. We don't want to slip out in front of him. We just want to stay back here. In fact, yeah, he could do that. That would make a load of sense. I'm going to send over Marines to knock this out. And phasers hopefully will come online very shortly. There we go. Hit and run target destroyed. That'll allow us to push away, so we actually managed to destroy it without actually beaming anybody over. So that'll work out very much in our favor. Oh, he's pretty much out of power at this point. He's steadily trying to turn around. How much for a capture? 2 Marines? Yeah, send him over. He's ours. Increase the speed of the ship, increase the speed of us, and get out of here. And we've captured a Romulan dreadnought. It's not a super huge deal. I mean, we did maul it. The guy is not exactly in good enough condition to actually save. But hey, it's always nice when you capture something. So just waiting for the Marines to finish securing the rest of the ship, and there we go. Mission complete. Nice and easy. Oh, maybe not super easy, but it's an older style Romulan dreadnought. They tend to have a couple of problems in their design. Hopefully we might get a bonus to prestige for that one, but I'm not entirely sure. The bonus system is 402. Probably we did get a bonus on that one. Did secure more territory. However, we're thinking about marching all the way over here. As you can see, that's a long distance between areas. So let's actually stop here. Nope, nothing here. More missions. Surprise reversed. Generally decent-ish mission for us to accomplish. After all, we're not quite as badly off on these sorts of missions early on as a normal plasma torpedo boat because of the PPD. It cycles a heck of a lot faster than normal weapons. Nobody's supporting us on this mission so far, so we'll kick ourselves up to speed and check out. We've got a frigate, a frigate, a frigate, a frigate, and a light cruiser. So obviously the light cruiser is our primary target. He's going to be the best defended and obviously who we're going to kill. Not going to prep a Wild Weasel. There's no point for it at this right now because they're not going to be able to shoot us back. They have detected us for whatever that's worth. I do anticipate they'll have plasma torpedoes in pretty decent numbers just because of the end of the galaxy we're currently sitting on. But we will hopefully be able to knock them out before that comes online. Alright, that's the phasers charge, so that gives us more power to throw into our engines. Getting ourselves up to a speed of about 25, 26-ish. And as soon as the PPDs and the plasma torpedoes finish charging, we'll get even more power. Although we might almost get there by the time that happens. According to the fleet screen, you are an MR2, Medium Raider Type 2, which I'm not entirely sure what that does. They've got some weird stuff going on for the pirate factions. Increase the speed of time just because we need to get there before anything can be happening. And more power back thanks to the PPDs being fully charged. Almost up to full speed. Alright, slow down. PPD select. Fire. Looks like we're getting 2 misses off of one of them. Ooh, that was pretty bad actually. Plasma torpedoes are not yet able to fire phasers. That didn't work. Interesting problem. I'm wondering what... Didn't expect the plasma torpedoes to uncharge, but that's not a super huge deal. We're just going to do a quick high energy turn here to dump both plasma torpedoes onto him and hope that that deals with him. So right on top of him, he won't be able to hold off this. And easy kills. Nice. Alright, so we've got a destroyer over here, a raider, and another raider. So yeah, just a couple of light ships here, nothing too dangerous. So we'll focus on the destroyer. He's the next most dangerous target if he comes online. He does have a pretty considerable plasma armament. He's packing 3 of them. That's 60 damage. So in plasma torpedo armament, he actually matches me. The 2 S-type plasma torpedoes each deal 30 damage apiece, so 60 damage is pretty significant firepower, especially on the destroyer. So the Prancer is obviously a primary target here. Hit with all the phasers, wasn't able to destroy him, and we're not going to be able to fire our PPDs at him just because we're right on top of him. But we can dump the PPDs on one of these guys. So LR0 plus, LR0, you have a G-type plasma torpedo, you're the most dangerous. So as we come around, we'll just dump both of our PPDs on top of this guy. Make sure we hit him on our way through. And we're an arc. This time we're going to get all of it. And the damage just hitting all around it. 6 for every single pulse that it hit. And it hit with 8 pulses. So yeah, not terrible at all. Phaser's coming around for another run on the Prancer. Prancer. Keep trying to come up with the right name for that. Hopefully we'll roll a decent enough critical hit in order to annihilate this thing. If not, it'll take one more pass and that'll probably mean somebody will turn on. Nope, we got him in his entirety. How's your G-type plasma torpedo doing? We don't know. We're just too far away to figure that out. Increase the speed of time as we circle back on around here. And plasma torpedo on hardpoint 3. 4. This ought to get him. There we go. And time to focus on the last of the enemies. PPD. Oh, that's a hilarious weapon to use. Phasers. And the last target is our little buddy over here. So we're going to slow right on down, pretty much park in front of him and just fire everything we've got into him. Hi. You picked a wrong time to be on the repair. I'll stop. And plasma torpedoes are about to come online. That'll finish him off, no problem. Easy peasy. Surprise reverse. Very rewarding mission. You get a lot of prestige for not a lot of work. Unless you're a full-on plasma torpedo race, in which case you're going to have some difficulty with this mission. Purely because your plasma torpedoes take so long to charge that the enemy actually has time to turn on their ships before you finish what you're doing. And we are pressuring all the way to Federation space. Convoy raid? Yeah, we'll go on that. Poke them down a little bit. If we don't have to buy a starbase, that'll be ideal because we'll then be able to save for better ships. But I'm not going to count on that. All the way up to speed once again. Let's get that forward shield buffed up just in case we take any long-range supporting fire. And the convoy we're currently looking at is a freighter, and a freighter. So the enemy escort is somewhere off in the distance. However, I do anticipate that he will be some form of Gorn light cruiser or maybe a heavy cruiser. Unless it's a freighter, which it could be. Sometimes that happens. LVSR? Oh, looks like we managed to stumble onto a pirate convoy. Interesting. Send a probe that way, figure out exactly what it is we're dealing with here. And also give me this screen so I can see how much power I'm currently throwing into the shield so I can steal from that. According to this, we are looking at a single S-type plasma torpedo, which is dangerous, and 4 missile launchers. They are C-rack varieties, which means they get to fire twice every turn. A turn when you're playing at normal game speed, which is 7, it takes about 30 seconds. So every 15 seconds he'll be able to pump out a missile. So we've got to be a little bit careful of that. We don't want to allow him to get that plasma torpedo involved. We don't want to get overwhelmed by missiles, which is something that happens a lot to ISC ships. They're not the best at dealing with that sort of thing. So we'll fire the PPD out from range. Good hits. Looks like we're going to get all 8 pulses on in. It's not the most giant... Ooh, he's got fighters. That's a huge problem for an ISC vessel. Fighters are the bane of the ISC's existence because they did not plan for them when they came to this galaxy. Is that a wild weasel? It is. Okay. So we might be able to drag the fighters out a little bit. I'm actually going to focus on you and hit you with another plasma torpedo as soon as I can get the arc. Oh, I'm facing directly away from fighters. This is not good in an ISC vessel. Dump another plasma torpedo his way. He will not have any sort of follow-up for that. And as they close into range, I'm going to start engaging with all of my phasers. We just got to steadily weaken these guys down before they cause too much damage. If they get within a range of 3, our 6-pack phasers will be able to get involved. But until that happens... Oh, that really burned down from that distance. Not a tremendous amount of firepower. PPDs are almost ours. We need to slow down, make sure those PPDs get a full chance to charge up. They are our primary weapon at this point. All these fighters are really concerning me because they're coming in right behind me. It might be worth dumping a mine. Let's try and get that angle where we can dump a mine on top of him. Okay, we got another wild weasel ready to go if he runs into us with his plasma. And we'll get the first of the PPDs engaging. Good, 4 hits. We'll steadily whittle him down a bit. And the second one's about to come online. We'll be able to pop... Oop, another one of these? That's got to be a fake. Or did he not... No, he didn't fire his first one yet. Wait for it. Alrighty. That'll let us dodge that. Follow up with all the phasers. And they've cut through one of our shields, and now they're firing missiles at us, which is what we were kind of planning for. So we'll pick up pace just a little bit as we move into these missiles. We've got our defensive tractors on, so we should be able to handle this. Yep, we have just enough to handle every single one of those missiles. Let's get into the repair bay and start making sure we keep up with this. We've lost 1 point of power so far, and that's the advantage of the C-rack missile. We're currently holding on to 4 already, and we don't have phasers ready to shoot down yet. And most of them... Okay, good. And we will have a plasma torpedo ready to rock very shortly. Port side, now engaging. And that'll help us whittle them down even more. Can I follow up with a big phaser barrage? Yep, I can, just a little bit. Just gonna dent our stern shields, annoyingly so, but we're still pretty decent. Unfortunately, he's too close to me to really do what I want to do to him. So we've got another shield collapse, but it looks like the rest of it held. Is that plasma torpedo an arc? Not quite, but he is outside of our range of 4, which means the PPD can now get involved. So come on, we need to get both of them on. Yep, that's how we do that. And we'll get the starboard side plasma torpedo involved as well. So he's just had a bad experience there. Get some more phaser fire on there. Try and make sure we can pull on in through him. He's dropping speed down to 11.9. And wow, we've knocked out his stern shields. These fighters are still probably zipping around here somewhere. Or did they all go home? Nope, they're over here. He's got 3 more fighters coming on in. I'll let the stern phaser 3s deal with him, while the forward phaser 1s deal with him. So we will unselect this and this. Phasers only. Oh, actually, we may have some luck if we just go right in on him with a full phaser barrage, because we're about to have 1s and 3s ready. Okay, you can hold on to me. That's fine. Alright, that takes care of the fighters. If the mothership of a fighter group dies, then the entire fighter group dies. So we have a little bit of engine repair to do. Just fixing up the lab so our shield regeneration rate increases back to normal. But other than that, no power loss on that one. So it's time to go after these freighters and make sure that they do not get away. So we are burning almost at full speed. There we go. And another great thing about the PPD is it does not cause the enemy to drop a wild weasel, because most of these freighters have wild weasels of some description or another. So when they see us fire a plasma torpedo, they drop the wild weasel, which wastes more turn and makes it difficult to kill the convoy. But if you're using PPDs, you can do this. And it is very effective. Otherwise, if you start firing the plasma torpedoes off in directions, then the AI gets cagey about it, and they're like, oh, we're going to dump a wild weasel, which will cause the plasma torpedo to automatically miss. You can use that to your advantage somewhat if you're trying to trick the enemy into dumping a wild weasel to slow down. Slow down a bit more, and PPD. Now, he is an armored freighter, which means he's not quite as delicate as that big one was. So we're going to have to get a little bit closer onto him. We'll use our phasers to pass and cut through him. While we're here, though, let's fire plasma torpedo on the 3 arc. Check you, phasers. You're dead. And the one that we're heading right on into, the PPDs should be ready to deal with relatively shortly. Got to slow down a bit, make sure that the PPDs do not unload, because unloading PPDs is not useful to us. And within a range of 10. Good hits once again. Again, ooh, I do not want to have to do this, but plasma torpedo. See, and that's the result that we were expecting. So they almost got off the map. He might get off the map. Marines, make sure he doesn't get off the map, please. Oh, you had a plasma F torpedo. What the hell? I did not pay attention to that, and that hurt us quite badly. You can see just the damaging effect the plasma torpedoes can have on a ship. So we are right on the edge of the border here. So part of this convoy is going to get away. We're going to have to just focus on wiping out most of it. Because you don't actually need to kill the entire convoy to technically win this mission, just the majority of it. So we need to take out just him, and actually we'll have gotten this convoy mission, but we'll take out these 2. One will get away, we won't get the maximum reward for it, but it's not a big deal. So 3 freighters down so far, and we'll just keep focusing on the rest. Unless I can get a long-range plasma torpedo shot on you, but I don't think you're going to let me do that. Nah. We will just go for the sure thing. Plasma torpedo on port side. We'll finish charging right on there. And you're within PPD range. It's not going to kill you, but maybe we'll get lucky with something. Oh, you took that plasma torpedo. Interesting. Okay, I'll come around and take you out. If they're going to take the plasma torpedo hit, we may as well take advantage of that. Why are you doing loops? That doesn't seem like an intelligent decision to make. Yep, so he warped off the map. He's gone, never to be seen from again. We'll turn on the tractor beam. So just to make sure that he can't get away, set that to a turn to right. And yeah, we've taken out his tractor beam, so the moment we grab him, he's done for. The trick is we got to get to him, and we're not particularly nimble at the helm. So keep patching the engines. And let's get ready for a high energy turn, because we're going to need it. Unless I can get a really good shot in here. You can try that, but that's not going to save you. Come on, get within range. Okay, just in time. Let's try not to fly off the map, although that's going to be a little bit difficult. Let's see if we can avoid it. Can we avoid it? Turn now. Okay, just in time. Excellent. Alright, so we'll be able to come back in and finish him off at our leisure. Tractor beam is not charging, so put it in again. There seems to be some kind of glitch with that tractor beam where it'll just shut off randomly. So, oh, you're a full-on Q ship, aren't you? You're not actually part of the convoy. So we'll get our PPD involved. We'll wait to a range of 10 for the additional point of damage, which can be quite effective. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 4 damage on through, but his shield's mostly sandpapered down. Phasers are about to be a thing here. Shut this off because he has plasma torpedoes and we don't want to have to deal with that. Yeah, you can do that all you want, but that's really not going to help you. Get some nice phaser firepower in through his stern. We've knocked out one of his plasma torpedoes and we killed him with his own mine. Oh, that's cute. So we killed everything except one freighter. One freighter sent off to tell the universe of our deeds here, so that they can let the Federation know that the ISC is on the way. 176 prestige is our reward, and a tile right next to Federation territory. I'm going to poke in here, and I'm going to ambushee. That's a good one. The fun thing about ambushee is if you manage to fight your way out, they give you an absolute ton of prestige. And if you just need to run, they still give you a pretty decent amount of prestige. Okay, we have enemy vessels fore and aft, but it actually just turns out there's only enemy vessels to our aft. Because the Federation was not expecting us at all. So, yeah, we're going to fight this out, and we're going to get an absolute metric ton of prestige. Oh, that's really sad for you. Let's go enveloping. If we set our plasma torpedoes to enveloping, it doubles the amount of damage that they can do, but it has that damage then applied to all 6 shields. We're basically going to rip him inside out, so I want to use that. PPD is trying to find a good lock. Managed to pick up one, but we wasted one shot. That'll weaken his shields pretty decently so that we can actually get in here to do some nice damage. Our enveloping plasma torpedoes won't quite be ready in time, but it'll be good enough. Especially because we're going to pull right within range and hit him with the phasers, which should weaken him. Come back here. Alright, looks like we gotta get in there with the phasers to weaken him. Unless this shut off. It did not. We're currently sitting on it. And weaken a couple of shields. Is it? It should be interstellar streaming. Let me check. It is still Starfleet Command test stream. Well, we are kind of testing. We'll just add it to that. Maybe that'll help. Welcome to the stream, Sean. It's always nice to see you. So we have decided to pick a fight with the... We've decided to pick a fight with the Federation, with the ISC. Unfortunately, that's going to be a little bit of a logistical problem, because I haven't brought a starbase yet, because I wanted to come out here just to see if we could maybe steal a Federation starbase. And we're working on that right now. So this is our first mission against a Federation starbase right now. Although we got lucky with an ambushee mission that only sent us up against an FFGR. So we should be able to basically rip him apart, as we are. And enveloping plasma torpedoes are about to come online, which will be very useful. Am I playing Kerbal Space Program? I don't think so. Come on, all of it. Oh, the plasma torpedoes are just not yet ready. Slow down a bit. Make sure they don't unload. There we go. Now we got an enveloping. Ooh. Bad luck. So, only 150? That's not cool. I thought for sure they were going to reward us with something useful here. Should have been 500 because we were an ambushee. And this will be... Oh, wow, we've almost got that tile. So we may actually be able to steal a Federation starbase. We're going to try for that. 'Cause if we can steal this thing intact, then we won't need to buy our own starbase. Ah, I see. Yeah, I keep trying to get back into Kerbal Space Program, and then I remember I do not have enough time like I used to. Which is kind of funny, because I've been playing that game since pretty much the first couple of test builds out, when it was pretty much the only thing you could do was build a rocket out of like 3-4 parts and go up. You could orbit, but it took everybody a really long time to figure that out. I remember the big thing that we would all do on the forums, back on the Project Reality forums, it was a mod for BF2, is we would just have competitions to see who could get the highest until someone finally figured out, wait a second, you can actually orbit this planet. And then that was before the map screen, so you had to know the velocity, and in order to know if you got into orbit, you had to wait the full time, because this was before the time dilation effects. So, oh, those were good times. Alright, so we don't actually need this Wild Weasel, because it's a Federation heavy cruiser. And according to the fleet screen, she's a CFR. She's a fast cruiser. Oh, you poor sad child. He's going to have 2 photon torpedoes, 6 phaser ones. It might be 8, but I'm pretty sure it's 6. And maybe a missile launcher, but I don't think the fast cruiser has a missile launcher this early. He does have the R refit, which will be a phaser 3. Yeah, 2 phaser 3s back here. Yeah, so the fast cruiser is 8 phaser 1s and 2 photon torpedoes. So he's got a bit of an uphill battle for himself. Let's get that forward shield to a maximum reinforcement value. Kind of wish that I had set up... Oh, no. We'll do it now. We will do it now. Enveloping plasma torpedoes on both of them. We will also slow way down. We're going to Starcastle up, go super stereotypical ISC. Let him come to us. He's also slowed down. He wants this engagement to happen later on. That's going to be a mistake. Yes, Scott Manley. Oh, I love watching his videos. I don't have time to catch his streams, but I love it when he takes his streams and then condenses it down for his YouTube audience. He does a lot of fun stuff on there. He actually managed to trick me into playing Eve again, which was funny for a little while. Alright, so we will prep up the PPDs and hit him. Let's wait for 10. Because it looks like he's going to close, so let's wait for 10. PPD select within 10. Hit him with everything we got. 1 miss, 2 miss. That's 2 misses. He did have the defense ship, so there is that going for him. Please tell me this is still on. It's about ready to fire. Alrighty, we got him. Fire. Oh, what the heck? What happened here? Did I miss something entirely? It looks like he managed to complete a blitz through our forward shields. That's not good. I'm going to keep holding on to him. I am a plasma butt after all. We're just going to steadily whittle him away. In fact, capturing him might be the best plan here. We lost 5 points of shield energy right there. And a couple of phaser 3s. But we should be alright, actually. Antares is in much worse shape than we are. Sure, his phasers are still intact. Oh, he's got 10 phaser ones? Oh, I didn't realize this was a quad mount. Grab that until the phasers can take care of that. We're going to have to keep pulling away. Also, plasma torpedoes back to normal, please. PPD is ready to go just as soon as it's charged. Well, Arc is ready to go. And we actually are going to hit him pretty hard with this. Nope, range is not good. Fire phasers. We're going to wait on the range. Make sure we get him into the right position for us to do what we want to do to him. Which he may be maneuvering to right as we speak. We're going to follow this up with a high energy turn. Try and break out the distance a bit more. We have to be at a range of 4. If we're not, well, bad things happen. PPD. Don't close too close. Perfect. Managed to ride the edge of that absolutely perfectly. He's down on most of his systems and we'll be able to really hit him. So the vessel is CCY? Yeah, the CCY is a flagship heavy cruiser. It's got 2 PPDs and 2 plasma S torpedoes. It is one of my favorite ISC type ships. I'm a huge fan of the PPD. It is such a hilarious weapon to use. And yeah, we really wanted one of these. And at least I wanted one of these in the last stream. Unfortunately, I ended up buying the wrong Star Cruiser. And that had 3 plasma torpedoes. Which granted, those 3 plasma torpedoes have the same plasma torpedo armament that the larger heavy cruisers had, but I would prefer PPDs. So, still didn't quite kill him, but he's almost dead. I mean, he's only got maybe that forward phaser arc. So that'll be a 90 or 100. That'll be 180 degree at least. And I think we took that out. Let's stop. No, too close to stop. We're too close to stop. We may as well go through. Oh yeah, everything on his ship is broken now. I think the phaser 3s are going to be able to finish him off just nice and easily. So everybody say goodbye to the Federation. Goodbye. Fast cruisers. They are a mistake. I thought about it, but is it worth anything? Because I think capturing them, you get a percentage back of however much of their ship is left. And at that point, there was basically nothing of his ship left. Please don't be a starbase. Gosh, darn it all. I'm going to forfeit the mission. I'm going to forfeit the mission and try and... Yes, we'll be able to steal this. That was just a little bit below board, to be honest. Because I only had 1 ship in my fleet, so it can't actually penalize me by removing my largest ship. So, we're going to pull up to speed and try and kill everybody. We're squaring off against a frigate, a frigate. Yeah, it's just frigates. Okay, we got a single destroyer over here. She is a Saladin class. Not only is she a Saladin class, she's a motion picture refit Saladin. So, what are you, technically? You're DDG+. Oh, you're one of my favorite ships. And we'll see exactly why shortly. Wait. Gotta wait for the phaser capacitor to charge before I can really gun the engine. The idea of an ISC ship gunning the engine is something of an impossibility. Alright, up to 43.8. So we got a DDG, which is a really nice ship that I want. A police ship, a police ship R, an FFD+, and an FLGs. FLGs are ignorable. The FFD is the next most dangerous target. Probably the police R after that? Maybe the FLG. Federation and their phasers are actually pretty good. Come on, finish charging all of the things. Actually, hang on a sec. Plasma torpedo. Enveloping. Plasma torpedo. Enveloping. Yeah, it's going to take us longer to get there, but when we get there, the amount of damage we're going to do is going to be hilarious. And to be fair, it's not super much. Well, it's 4 points, adding every single turn. Probably took us about a quarter of a turn more to get there. So we should be fine on this. And actually, I may think that just the plasma torpedoes ought to be able to do it, because that'll be 120 damage direct on the hull. So if that works, then we're just going to do this. Yep, 2 photon torpedoes, 2 missile launcher G-Rax, and the G-Rax comes with a pair of anti-missile defense systems. And then he's packing 6 phaser 1s and 2 phaser 3s. I love DDGs. They're awesome. We're too close to use the... there we go. We were too close to use the PPD if that didn't work, but luckily that worked. However, we are very much in range to use PPDs here, so we will get all of the damage we can right on through. No phaser follow-up, so it's going to take a little while for that to work. So the FLG, yeah, has a single missile launcher. So the FFD Plus is more dangerous because he's got 2 missile launchers. So we're just going to steadily wait here. The McCluskey 342. And then the police ships are, well, frankly, ignorable. Although, have you ever noticed police ships kind of look like the original series Intrepid? Just a thought. Maybe that was the idea behind this particular mod's use of that ship model. Oh, we have such terrible, terrible firing arcs. Let's high energy turn this. Just so we can get on target and kill them before they can turn on. I want this tile and I don't want to have to lose this mission. Which, I don't want to say it's impossible because, you know, 4-on-1 is one heck of a pile-up, even for the ISC, but phasers did their job quite nicely. FLG is our next target because, oh, maybe not. So this has, surprisingly enough, the police R refit is more powerful than a frigate because it has a photon torpedo instead of one of its phasers. PPD, slow down. 2. Oh no, we're going to lose the last one. Oh well, that's fine. We didn't manage to do 12 damage, which could be the difference between victory and defeat. Possibly. I know that the ISC ship that we're using here does not actually look anything at all like what the ISC ships should look like. They're like these triangular, I almost want to say they look like potato chips. Not potato chips, what are those things? Bugles. You know the bugle snack? They look like that, 3 of them attached together. You didn't, Wild Weasel. That's incredibly disappointing, actually. Plasma torpedo into you. I'm going to ignore the police ship for now. We'll just go for the easy kills here. Although I am surprised that police ship does actually have... He's got advanced missiles, which I don't think were in that era. And another one of those. Let's turn off the Suffering. There we go. And we'll almost have a plasma torpedo ready for him. Plasma torpedo 4. Almost ready and charged. And we'll have him if he's in arc. Although that'll be really tight to see if that's arc. Although if you come in that direction, that'll be arc. Oh, 60 damage. Granted, it's spread across all the shields. Yes, the Planet Killer does look like a bugle. Although it's not quite like that. He hurt himself with his own mine. The enemy has been doing that a lot lately. Wait for that to come on in. But yeah, the ISC ships, they look like 3 triangles attached to a thing. I really don't know how to describe it other than that. Wow, are you 43 damage? Federation makes some tough ships. You cannot deny that. And I think this Phaser 3 might do it. Nope, not quite. We'll pull away and do a high energy turn into him with the full firepower. Oh, you got through my stern shields. Good job. Congratulations to you. I'm going to turn around and hit you with a PPD now. Just need to make sure that we get to a far enough distance that we won't get too close after we fire the PPD. Slow down. PPD select. And hard turn. Get that warp engine involved. 1. Oh, it only took 1. Good night. You shouldn't be a police ship if you want to fight heavy cruisers. Which isn't fair. We're invading their space, so of course. But hey, we have our home. The sector of 18-1 is the ISC home in the middle of the Federation. That's gonna be interesting. So let's push out a little bit more. Enigma is always a good one. Yes, I'm such a huge fan of the PPD. It's just a fun weapon to watch being used. Alright, we found the enemy ship. It is carrying medical supplies. Well, it's a pirate ship, so it might be carrying that one drug that we ran into during our pirate campaigns. Alright, maximum speed of the ship. We just need to get on in here. We also do need to spend a little bit in doing that. Or not. Federation frigate. Okay. I'm good with this. I'm good with not having a Wild Whistle. It's a nice change of pace from our Federation campaign where we have to constantly be vigilant about that. So get ready to steal. Because if you don't, the Romulans will annihilate you with heavy plasma torpedoes, and it's painful. This is mine. Thank you. Target you. Oh, crap. Should probably slow down the speed of time before I want to do that. Okay, that was not smart. You are not smart, my friend. Oh, you had like a super shuttle bay apparently. The AI gets to cheat with shuttles, I am convinced of this fact. No one will be able to tell me otherwise. He also managed to basically wipe out his... Wow. Federation. You will die, and I'm gonna do this at full speed just to spite you. He managed to rip out my stern shield and most of one of my other shields. But I'm gonna do the rest of this at maximum speed of time. There we go. I'm not quite sure what he tried to do there, but he blew up doing it. Yeah, speed 11 can be an interesting setup. Let's see how much prestige that one's worth. I don't imagine quite. Not terrible. 238. And we've neutralized a tile in the middle of Federation space. Holy crap. 134 supplies damage right now. Our ship is worth 1516. A CCZ is currently out. It's a flagship cruiser. What's the bonus here? Oh, we have reached the Plasma Eye period. That would be a pretty significant upgrade, actually. How do we want to do this? Do we want to do this? It would be a definite step up. I mean, it adds in those Plasma Ys. How's the power rating on that? Ooh, but at the same power as the normal. Plasma Eye is basically a defensive plasma torpedo that shoots backwards. It can also generate a single Plasma F torpedo every 3 turns. So it's basically we're gaining 2 Plasma F torpedoes that only shoot backwards. Fleet carriers are up, but we're currently using a fleet carrier in another campaign, so I'm kind of not super psyched about that. Well, maybe. Strike carrier. Ooh, I would like a strike carrier. PPDs. Those are fun. Yeah, the Plasma Eye is a direct response to fighters. Because basically, the Federation and all the other races didn't feel like being conquered. And so when they sent their fighter forces against, if you actually watch the opening cinematic of Empire at War, they actually show it pretty decently of what happens when Federation fighters go after one of the ISC heavy ships. They rip them to pieces. It's not actually going to look like that. At least I don't think it... Well, no, maybe it does, because the ISC ship models didn't get a change. So what would that be? Show me the fleet carrier again, please. Strike carrier. So we want a CVSZ, because a CVSZ will get us one with the stern firing plasma torpedoes. I don't think we have one. We have a CVLPZ. That's a hell of a name. And the BBZs. The BBZ, of course, being one of the battleships with the I-type torpedo upgrade in the stern. It's a very nice ship, actually. So, not seeing a CVSZ. It's a bit of a shame. Because they tend to be kind of cheap. So we will instead fix our ship. How many shells we got? We got 3. We'll buy 3 more. And we'll set back out into space. Just cause havoc. Just cause damage. Go for planets. Weaken everything about the enemy. And a scouting mission should be relatively easy for us, hopefully. I am reasonably certain I could take on a Federation battleship right now. Reasonably certain. Not 100%, but, you know, high confidence. This set to enveloping. This set to enveloping. And I want you to give me a strength 4 hold beam. And yes, I will sit here at low speed in order to do that. Yes, the alphabet soup destroyers. That's, yeah, but those are like 8 characters long. It's HDW, so we're at 3. And then it's like XE2, and then if there's a refit, it's like PH1. The Federation alphabet soup destroyers get nuts. So we've got a strength 4 hold beam. We're getting enveloping plasma torpedoes, and we're also going to scout them. Oh, let's also make sure that the forward shields are maximum power. You can do that all you want. That's not going to save you, because eventually you're going to get too close to me. And that's going to be everything. Let's just select all the weapon systems. Oh, actually, PPDs. Okay. Your defenses were some use. Come a little bit closer. Come a little bit closer. Please? Come on. Did I miss the message where it said we got all the information? I wasn't really paying attention. Come back. Come back. I will just continue to pepper you with... I can do this. Like, you're playing exactly into my strategy here if you let me just stay at range and hit you with PPD fire. That's how this ship basically works. Hi. Mission complete. Yeah, we needed to scout them for reasons. I don't know. Maybe we have never run into the Federation before. Well, we are, I suppose, just entering the galaxy at this point. So that makes a certain amount of sense. So we got 150 prestige, and we took a tile, and we're going to march down into this planet. Hello, planet. We'll take a patrol. Patrols are more interesting than surprise reverses. Yes, but why would you send just a single little tiny frigate to go check out the gigantic alien vessel? Unless, of course, and this is probably reasonable, they were trying to make first contact with us, and we basically said no. So we'll get ourselves up to speed here, and... Still using duotronics. Craziness. Another Federation off there on the patrol. We are just running into the entirety of the Federation patrol fleet. Oh, on anti-piracy operations, no doubt. And what they got was not a pirate. Get ourselves up to speed here. Actually, no, we're going to keep... I think we're just going to keep up with the Star Castle here. Enveloping. Give me a strength 3 hold beam on this. Actually, I want to check something. No, it's still charging. Okay. They shot first. Yes, they shot first. We were just coming in to say hi. That's exactly what we were trying to do as the ISC. We're not evil fascists at all. We should. At least the first time you fight the Federation. Although I think that's a level of scripting that I don't think is quite possible. Hi, I am here to say goodbye. Yeah, you're caught. Yeah, yeah. That was not clever. And to be honest, I don't really see how you'd be able to stop that from happening, because even if it were us flying that Federation ship trying to play the super long range game with the whole proximity photon torpedoes, I don't think we'd be able to pull that off. I mean, it would be a hell of an attempt, but I don't think we'd be able to pull that off. Because the ship can actually get up to, well, full speed. So every time you turned in to reattack him, he'd gain on you. His forward shields would be able to outstrip anything you could do, and just to add insult to injury, that PPD at a range of 15, it's dealing 20 damage apiece, so we'd be dealing 40 damage to him. Now, granted, it's spread across 3 shields, but it's not that badly spread. So we'll set up the scanners, we'll set up the forward shields. Forward shields, please. There we go. The UI is just a little bit clunky for the ISC. I'll give myself 2 points of electronic countermeasure, increase the speed of time. We're coming to dissect their merchant marine. Not even going to bother with the plasma anchor this time. We're just going to get up to him and then just annihilate him. Because he is an armored freighter, he'll be able to survive at least 1 PPD shot. We know this to be true. We've gone on convoy assault missions where that's been confirmed. Okay, good hit. Oh, okay. You're going to make my life difficult. I see. So, not content with merely losing the match, you decided to make my life difficult. I suppose to a certain extent I can understand this. However, I'm not going to make you have an easy time of this. We have all the required data we need. If we want, we could just tell him to go take himself off. Every so often we do get like super easy missions like this. Like that happens. Also, because we're doing the stream, I don't feel so bad about just like ripping through a mission and chatting with you guys rather than like going through the whole deal. He's doing a speed of 1. He's doing a speed of 1 and he's just gonna sit here. Come on, come out of cloak. Oh, there we go. Target destroyed. But yeah, every so often, even in the normal campaign, we'll get on a string of missions where it's like, here, have 5 missions against frigates in a row in your battle cruiser. And it's like, okay, thank you. So the Federation was not expecting this sort of thing. The defense is going to last for a little while, though. We're just going to have to keep blasting away at the planet. It's a planetary assault. We can maybe do this. Well, we can do this. And the reason why we can do a planetary assault, even if we're running into a PLPH, is because the PPD allows us to hit not just the front segment, but also side ones too. Hi. Cool. So it looks like we have started a Federation civil war. I'm not opposed to this, but it is a little bit weird. By the way, this is the Light Dreadnought. It is very cool. It has a curved bow. That's generally the way you tell tell Federation light and fast ships from normal ones. Instead of the circular saucer, they get a pointy saucer. Is this Earth? No. Otherwise, it'd be a homeworld assault, and it is not. Also, what kind of planet are we looking at? We're looking at PL5. So, no defenses. It is also a light dreadnought, so our light dreadnought versus his light dreadnought, plus an ISC flagship cruiser. Oh, you're about to have a really bad day. I'm going to go 2 and 4 because you're challenging me on electronic countermeasures, and I feel like defeating you on that. We're also going to go plasma torpedoes to enveloping mode. And I think we're going to set them to the single hardpoint because we keep using them in concert because we're just getting close in plasma anchor. Yes, Federation. Let's find out this name. Let's find out the name of this ship, just so we know for the future. Also get that forward shield buff before he photon torpedoes me, because he's about 4 out from being able to do that. The DNL is actually named the USS Hazard. Oh, that is too good. No. Oliver Hazard Perry and the Tokyo is on our side. Thank you, game. Sometimes I need a laugh. Alright, let's get ready to rip him apart. Because he's not going to have a good time with this. We want to stay away from his photon torpedo armament. He still actually has a pretty decent phaser and photon torpedo armament. But if he blasts us from maximum range, then it's not going to help him. Here it comes. Ooh, every single shot nailed us. That was actually really good shooting. Can I steal you for my main campaign? Because you know what? My gunnery crew could learn a lesson or two from you. Let's get ready for this. We get tired of the bureaucracy. It was... Yes, it's still red tape. We offer fewer red tapes and more vacation days. That's a total lie. We are all about all the red tape you can possibly ever have. Fire that. And that caused exactly what I thought it would. Translation, that's going to cause pain. Wait for the attack shift to go away. We could shoot at him. Yes, to hell with their orders. They have come to work with us. We are the enlightened aliens, after all. Alright, he's starting to pick up speed slowly but surely. Anytime you want to get involved now, Tokyo, you're within a range of 10 of this guy, you may as well shoot. Come on, wait for it, wait for it. I need you to accelerate a little bit faster if you don't mind. Just a little bit. 3, 2, fire. And curveball. There we go. Oh, where did all your shields go? That's right, I have the ability to do that. Alright, set these things back. Ooh, we want to pull away from this because that hurt. We need to get our shields a little bit on the defense. Here come his missiles. Look at all that defensive fire. Oh, it's actually a thing of beauty. I'm too close to use my PPDs, so we're switching to phasers. Pull through before he has a chance to hurt me. Get that shield up to him. Buckler shield engaged. Okay, good. And we'll just bounce this off the stern shield. And any phasers you've got, shortly the phasers. There we go. As long as he continues to accelerate at that speed, he might pull outside of a range of 4, and that'll be wonderful for me. 3, come on, 3.7, 8, 9, die! I'm just gonna sit at a speed where his mind can't touch me. Marines. 10 people? Not yet. Oh, that's a scatter pack. That's a scatter pack. This is gonna hurt. The phasers will not be online in time. Tractor defense to maximum. Alright, our phasers will be online in time. I lied. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There you go. Good shooting. Nice job. Let's see. That was a master curveball. Yes, we have all the greatest curveballs. Managed to nail him a little bit with some firepower. We have a defense shift going. I think also yeah, he has no ECM anymore, so we get to pull that off. Let's increase our speed to catch up with him so we can hit him with the PPDs and just chase him from behind. PPDs, like disruptors, are fantastic weapons if you're chasing the enemy, because they just deal constant and accurate damage, and that's the key to them. So if he's going to keep plinking away at me, that's no trouble at all. The PPDs we're about to fire at him are going to hurt him quite badly. Ready. And there goes shields. And it's all right on the hull. Now granted, that's a less chance that we're going to be able to hit him with enough damage to cause an immediate death, which is why PPD death, it does not happen all that often. But it's a lot of damage anyway. Also, it causes a lot of internal damage, because it rolls for damage on different components every single time, which makes it really useful for that sort of thing. Which is one of the reasons why if you're fighting with a PPD, the fight generally ends about after the second salvo, not because they're dead, but because they don't have anything left to shoot you back with. So onto the planet with its 20 Marine teams on board, which, according to how the game is written in the manual, that means it's only dealing with about 100 people on that planet to defend the planet. Not particularly accurate, I know, but that's technically how that works. So maximum speed of time, maximum speed of the ship. It is just a normal PL number, so it has no actual defenses against us. We'll be able to just mosey on up to it and blast it with everything we've got. And because we've got enveloping plasma torpedoes, we'll be able to cause a lot of damage to this planet. I'm trying to remember how much damage we were able to inflict back when we were in a King Condor using enveloping plasma torpedoes. It was something in the neighborhood of 500 damage, I think. Or maybe 300 damage. It was very, very high. That's what I'm saying. Plasma torpedo, you're not stopping. We're going to slow down right at a range of here, so that our PPD can still shoot. And we're going to set the PPD to overload. The PPD set on overload doesn't actually increase the amount of damage per pulse it does, it just increases the number of pulses. But it also sets the maximum range of the PPD to be 8, but the minimum range stays 4. So trying to get accurate shots with a PPD on overload is not easy. And underloading the PPD similarly doesn't actually increase or decrease the amount of overall specific damage it does, but it decreases the number of pulses from 4 to 2. And, okay, send in the Marines. We've got the planet. It's not going to give us the tile, but, you know, a relatively simple base assault, or planetary assault. We are just ripping through Federation space, and they cannot stop us. Thanks mainly in part to plasma torpedoes. If you have plasma torpedoes and your enemy doesn't, it's going to be a really easy game for you. If they have plasma torpedoes and you don't, it is not going to be a relatively easy game. Which is one of the things we run into in our Federation campaign, which is why we went so heavily into carriers, to try and counteract that disadvantage. And it's worked wonders. Whew. That Federation campaign. I actually need to start recording more episodes. I'm starting to run out of backlog. Alright, so we're at 3,400 prestige. That's not terrible at all, and we're also pretty much not dented at all. So we're just... Oh, that's mean, game. That's, like, really mean. So the anomaly mission is a terrible mission, and may actually break the game. I'm not sure. I should have saved the game before I clicked the ready button. Because the anomaly mission is not stable at all, and also is really, really annoying. There will be an anomaly somewhere on this map. It will turn on, and it will shut off everybody's engines for no apparent reason, and there's nothing you can do about it. Literally, part of the way through the map, suddenly you're going to have no engine power. And then at a randomly determined time, your engine power will come back. You'll take some engine damage, and then your engines will shut off again. It's incredibly frustrating. I hate this mission, and the only reason I took it is because I didn't want to face a Federation starbase because I want to take that thing intact if at all possible. And I'm incredibly greedy. Get that forward shield set up. Let's get the ship ready to go. Also, all of my weapons are energy-based weapons, which means they will unload when my engines shut off. That's not good. I think what we want is a plasma anchor, but I don't have time to wait for a plasma anchor. I just got to get on top of him and nail him. Go with the strength 2 hold beam. Slow down the speed time. Oh, and he's got fighters, just to add insult to injury. PPD, engage. Ooh, I didn't plan for that. And now. Oh, you didn't plan for that either, so we basically just have to exchange fire. But the difference is, my fire worked, and yours didn't. That's the anomaly, by the way. That is the bane of my existence. We will hate that thing forever and all time. How many fighters you got? Looks like it's just 2. That's actually not terrible. The problem is it's not going to matter because I'm going to shut off my engine and I'm going to lose all the progress of charging all my weapons. That's the problem. So we'll wait. We'll wait. Get ready to hit them with everything we've got. Oh, actually, no, we should get ready to hit the fighters with everything because they've got a lot of weapons. Good night, fighters. Okay, now we'll shoot him with everything we've got. There's no sense in saving fire because this. Admiral, our engines are offline! An anomaly has just become active in this area, Admiral. I believe it is the reason our engines have failed. I would suspect it is affecting other ships in the area. Yeah, it is. This is gonna hurt. If he used his weapon systems, that would hurt anyway. But he's not, so that's fine. We just wait now. We sit here and we wait. Our plasma torpedoes unload. Our PPDs unload. Our phasers are just cycling. Did I hear an expanding shear generator? Our engines are back online. Yay! With 5 points of engine damage. Fix that. Phasers. Shoot. We didn't have enough phasers to shoot. Well, he's now doing a speed of 8. And that's a problem. Also, I need to increase speed because I have no maneuverability. And already I have no maneuverability. Tractor stopped charging. That's a pain. PPD's about to come online. I gotta get an angle. I gotta get me an angle. Because the PPD will save us, hopefully. One PPD is ready. There is no time to save. Just shoot as soon as you bear. Come on, second PPD. I need you to fire. So that the anomaly doesn't immediately shut you off. Decent amounts of damage dealt right there. Am I not charging the forward shield? I am, just not very much. Keep hatching the engine. He's just lost all engine power. Unfortunately, I don't think my S-type plasma torpedo is going to be able to do undercharge. Nah, that wouldn't help too much. I mean, it would allow us to shoot our PPDs faster, but no, to be 100% honest, that's actually a really good idea. Try to be all smart and shit, but no, that's actually a good idea. So we can get these things firing sooner. Wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. Phasers, phasers. Thank you. All phasers. Oh, plasma torpedo. It gets to fire. Does he have a shuttle bay? Does he have a shuttle bay? He does not. Other plasma torpedo, probably going to take a little while. So wait for him to pull distance on me. Hopefully the PPDs will get another shot. It'll be 4 shots. But a relatively close range, so not terrible. Pick up the speed. Hopefully we can kill him before the anomaly comes on in. Come on, PPD, you're almost ready. Almost ready. Almost ready. And there. 1. 2 shots from a PPD. And the second one. So basically we're using 1 PPD. But hey, any amount of firepower we can get on target is good firepower. And plasma torpedo before everything shuts off. Come on. Almost. There we go. I hate anomaly missions so much. Because it's less of a... And it crashed! I knew it! I knew it! It's broken. It is broken. Alright, from now on we must avoid the anomaly mission. Because otherwise, it's not going to work. So let's get back into the game and see how much time we've lost. Campaign, autosave, load the game. Yeah, that's pretty common. The anomaly mission is not stable. We lost quite a bit of time, actually. That's not cool. Ambushy. Oh, ambushy missions are fun. Because it's generally 2-on-1. And also... heavy war destroyer and a heavy cruiser. Ooh, are you a Miranda? No, new fast cruiser. And a heavy war destroyer. Interesting setup. We can do this. We can definitely do this. Enveloping. Forward shields to full power to be able to blunt the incoming firepower. You are equipped with 2 photon torpedoes, I think, because you're a fast cruiser, not a normal cruiser. And we'll get 1 point of ECM just to sort of mess with your photon torpedoes. Yeah, I haven't had a crash with Battletech at all so far. And I have a lot of episodes in that. I have episodes stacked up through August at this point for that game. It may come to a point where what I'll end up doing for the first campaign is I'll just make like a Battletech week or something. I'm not entirely sure what to do about that. Because at this rate, it's going to be like next year by the time the first campaign finishes. And I really want to start a Rogue Tech campaign going. I may do that for the stream, but I don't want to install a mod before I finish, so that may happen in a couple of weeks. We will have to see. Alright, forward shields, you are being buffed. Yes, you are. Okay, electronic warfare, we're going to go up to 3 and 3. And if he wants to chase me on that, he's going to have to lose his electronic countermeasures. Oh, that's not cool. Come in here. I need a strength 4 beam, please. He's hitting me with long-range photon torpedo fire. This is some... Nope. Not able to touch me. Okay, happy with that. So we're just going to keep on trundling along. We'll Star Castle up, and enveloping plasma torpedoes are just about to come online. Forward shields are 4.5 points of forward energy. So this ought to be interesting. PPD ready to fire. We're going to wait for 10 since we're going right on in on him. And he does have 2 photon torpedoes and a lot of phasers. So wait till range at 10, and we'll hit it with a PPD. 10. Oh, full accuracy. We're just going to weaken all of his shields. all that we feel like. He's launched his missiles. Okay. All weapons select. Check that. Tractor beam is not yet ready. Tractor beam is now ready. Good night, Ivanov. That didn't quite kill him as much as I had been hoping, but it did a pretty good job of it. Oh, that hurt a lot. That did really hurt a lot. Let's get the defenses going on. Fix the engine, patch the phaser 3, gonna need it. I've got Hawks on the way. Dump a mine? Thank you for increasing my mine wall, I guess? I have no stern shield anymore. This is really gonna hurt, actually. It may be time to leave. Phasers. Phasers will not be ready by the time they fire. Some of the phasers were ready by the time they fired. So it looks like we've blitzed out one group, but there's still another one left. And we have basically no shields right now. So as much as I would love to hang around and play with you guys, I'm going to have to leave. Never mind. We're leaving, guys. Just full energy. Let's get out of here. In fact, turn away from me. No, away from me. Build the... I want to hit you with a PPD. It would be hilarious. Come on, work with me here. Now he's just going to stay right on top of me and make it very difficult for me to kill him. Come on, Phaser 3, charge before he gets out of range. There we go. Okay, we killed all those fighters. Dump it on the mine. We're not there yet. We just need to figure out how we're going to get out of here. We will get out of here. Relatively certain. Yeah. You guys are really not being all that accurate. 19 speed? Yeah, we're just going to go up to full power. Shut off this plasma torpedo. We ain't going to use it. We need offline. 2 is offline. 3 is offline. Oh, the phaser's online just for a little bit of point defense. Although we are outrunning these at this point. Yes, they did. They heard about the Tokyo helping us. Now they want to destroy us and annihilate us. You're actually in a really annoying course. Dump a mine. Nope. Carrier would be really helpful for this mission. Turn in this direction. You want to come with me? You're going to have to come for my mine. Oh, he doesn't want to do that. No, he does. Okay. He realized that he didn't actually have to change course all that much. We are not... mine is not ready. I thought we were out of mines. More power. More power. We will get up to full speed once we get up to full speed. Also, we'll take an opportunity to put the reinforcements on the shield maximum rear. And how much energy do I actually have? No, we're using all of it. We do have engine repairs to make. So fix that. Fix that. Fix that. You missed. Haha. Point defense system. Shut that off. I'm not going to be shooting at you. I don't need to have my electronic countermeasure on you. I just need the electronic countermeasure. And we are slowly losing ground. Slowly, almost. There we go. Okay, he will hold this distance for the rest of the match. So it's now just a matter of how much defense can our rear shields take. As long as we keep a defense shift, I'm actually perfectly happy to pretty much stay here. Because a defense shift with his photon torpedoes, he'll never touch us. After all, photon torpedoes are horrifically inaccurate weapons. Oh, and there's the edge of the map. It's right there. It's to our starboard. We'd have to cut into him to make it. Please stop shooting me. I'm leaving. You don't have to be rough with this. We're already on our way out. And now you're getting involved too? Really? I didn't do that much damage. Okay, we actually hit him with... We hit him with a pair of enveloping plasma torpedoes. We did kind of do that much damage to him. Granted, it didn't really cut through his shields all that badly, but it did a pretty good job. Let's just go maximum speed, see what happens. We're almost out. Keep blinking along. Oh, leaking plasma now. But we are almost out of here. I bid you adieu, sir. Haha, you can't touch me. But they will chase. They will give chase as much as they can. How much energy do I currently have reserved? Why do I have 4 points for weapons? Oh, I actually am charging a plasma torpedo. That's where that went. Well, we're gone. Good night. Oh, they managed to hit us right as we were warping out. That could have been bad. No, it doesn't actually model anything like that in this game. Although that would actually be pretty funny. If they could manage to nail you with a long-range phaser fire, that would cause you to basically self-destruct and die. Hi, what do you got for your mission? ME-10 patrol. We're kind of nicked up. But we'll take it. We're just a little bit dented. The ship needs a bit of buffing out. Yeah, some repairs, mainly this Phaser 3. But other than that, we're actually doing pretty good. We have a light cruiser and a light cruiser. You'd have 2 heavy war destroyers. NVL and a CLC. Ooh, okay. Okay, we can do that. CLC will be, I want to say 6 phaser ones and 2 photon torpedoes, I think. And you are an NVL, you're a carrier. You're a light carrier. So send a probe at this one because I'm more concerned about what he's got. I think the NVL is packing 2 missile launchers and 6 phasers? Or 4 phasers and 2 phaser 3s. They're not super heavily armed. Oh, we got a third ship. Oh no, I'm looking at it from the other perspective. Yeah, we do have a third ship. It's a freighter. Are you a Q ship? No, you're an HL. You're a heavy vessel. Plasma torpedoes. Enveloping. Just set them both to that setting. Oh, because I was hitting the wrong one. Enveloping plasma torpedoes. Make sure we hit them like a brick. You're the CVL, right? Nope, you're the CVL. Or, sorry, NVL. That's what we're looking for. Because we want to kill him before his fighters. We may end up actually dumping our plasma torpedoes on his fighters, because fighters are really dangerous. He's got an attack ship too. That is actually pretty clever of you, because you're a carrier, so I'm going to have to fight you on that one. Charge up that. Hi. Hello. How many fighters have you deployed so far? 8. 8 is a good number of fighters. 8 is enough fighters to cut through pretty much any shield reinforcement you've got. Speaking of shield reinforcement, let's actually get that going. Full power to that. And you shouldn't have anything significant. I don't think you have photon torpedoes. I'm pretty sure you have 2 missile launchers, and I think that's about it. A single missile launcher, actually, and 6 phaser ones and 2 phaser 2s. Okay. We were in one of these ships for a little while. It wasn't the advanced version. It was just an NVL normal. We had given it back during Season 1 in our campaign, because we had basically blown up every other ship. 1, 2, 3, 4. Target you. 3. Plasma torpedo. Yes, I am doing that, because they are that dangerous. And fire a plasma torpedo as you did. Yeah, I was expecting that. Was truly expecting that. Oh, but it hit anyway, because... Oh, that was very foolish of you. So he beamed out a mine to try and hurt me, which shut off his own... Wild Weasel. That was not smart. That, however, is smart. And I can't do anything about it. Shoot it. Nope, we're just going to have to tank some damage here. We've slowed down to a very slow speed. We have a lot of incoming missiles. And we're going to have to deal with this in a very painful way. Okay, we've taken care of that. Now we've started dealing with that. To you, my friend, the Viking. PPDs are almost charged. That'll be pretty useful, actually. I just need to get distance on these guys for a little bit, and then hit them. Photon torpedo has cut through my shields. I'm not happy about it. We are a little bit dented. Come on, any kind of follow-up. Oh, you are just... I forgot, we have no armor right now. We have lost all our armor thanks to that last mission, and so we are really fighting at a bit of a disadvantage here. It might be a better... Yeah, it's a better decision to get out of here. Another mission where we flee. Let's drop a mine right on top of these people. We're going to have to look into getting solutions to our problems, being that we cannot deal with fighters. How are you doing on speed? You're doing quite well on speed. Please stop doing so well on speed. Keep stabilizing that warp core and keep dumping mines. Make him not want to come anywhere near us. Because mines are our solution to all of life's problems. Stop hitting me. Stop hitting me. No, they're really going to make this life difficult. We are out of mines, though. How much longer until I'm off the map? Almost there. Make that sharp turn there. Head right for the border. Keep the repairs going. Did get our shields in place for just a little bit. We do have to go home. Not having armor makes this much more difficult. Ooh, nail this with a photon torpedo. That's just bad manners. Okay, that's really bad manners now. I think we're done. I think we're gonna die. How much longer until we're out of here? Yeah, we're gonna die inside of the border. Oh. And thus we got cocky with a couple of Federation light cruisers, and they demonstrated why the Federation should not be taken too lightly. Lightly, but not too lightly. We've got a long trip to come back here, although luckily we will have quite a bit of cash to spend. Oh, it put us, thankfully, at our close-by starbase. Alrighty, what can I buy? Got a CCZ. Yeah, that's just the upgraded version of what we've got. And we can't actually afford it because that anti-plasma torpedo upgrade is expensive as all heck. Is there a CV? There's no CVS. I would like a CVS at some point, game. So if you could see by sending it somewhere out here, that would be much appreciated. We could pick up a light strike carrier, but it's only got 6 fighters. And as you can see, the... where is it? There it is. CVZ. Not that one, actually. I don't want the plasma torpedo version. 8 fighters and 9 fighters. Yeah, strike carrier is only going to be 8 fighters. That's a little disappointing. I'm too used to fleet carriers being able to carry like 20. So we are in the CVPZ, which is pretty small, actually. What are we? Show me CVPZ. I do think that it's... Yeah, this is what we're in. Oh, no thank you. No thank you, game. I'm going to buy something else. What's a Cat Z? Cat Z is 3 plasma S torpedoes. That's not terrible. That's actually one hell of a punch. No PPD, though. And I'm a fan of PPDs. HDDC-1 is a heavy casual carrier destroyer. Wearing them khakis, yo. 4 plasma F torpedoes is actually not terrible. DNZs are slightly out of our price range. And they would be packing 4 PPDs. 4 PPDs is a level of hilarity that is often underrun. I actually don't know what a good... We were using caveats, right? I think so. We'll set ourselves up with a couple of caveat 3s. I don't remember which are good ISC ones. I know that the ISC don't actually have heavy weapons on their fighters, which really kind of sucks. The only thing they have are advanced phasers. So we'll do that. And we'll also do one of these. And yeah, this should be fine for now. We're just going to do a mission to pick up some cash. Patrol works for me. We'll be able to stay at range and use our fighters. But yeah, as far as I can remember, the ISC does not actually get heavy weapons on their fighters. Which sucks, but we'll make it work. So on speed time, so we can properly kit out our ship. We are capable of doing a speed of... that? 16? That's terrible. Oh god, that's terrible. Although we do have a lot of rear-firing plasma torpedoes. There is something to be said for that. No enemy. Oh, nope, there is the enemy. We have found the enemy, and he is a CVLR. Okay, because the last carrier wasn't too much for us. Luckily, our fighters are pretty decent at killing fighters. So, 1, 2... Look at how huge those fighters are compared to our ship. That tells you just how small of a ship we are. We are teeny tiny now. But we need a couple of missions to build up some cash so we can build a big ship. Not a dreadnought, probably, but something large and impressive, and we'll be able to take to school and brag to all our friends about. Increase speed a little bit more. That'll do. That'll do. And we'll also get the shield reinforcement to 360 degree. Thank you. There's no point in our shuttles right now because we don't need wild weasels against the Federation. And bouncing those. That'll work for me. How many fighters you got? 4? I refuse to believe that is reality. Normal speed. Wow, you are really cutting in at high speed. So we'll get the fighters to kill you.
Target confirmed. Engaging enemy.
And you can attack him. Let's turn around and get our I-type plasma torpedoes ready to kill. Let's see what the range is on these. I forget how they work. So we're going to have to keep that in mind. Oh, God. No, that's not cool at all. Wow. His point defense system is impressive. He's got 3 ARACs. Let's curl on in here and try and hit him with some phasers. Ow! I did not expect you to get that close. Fire! And fire! Oh, we were slightly out of arc for that one. Never mind, didn't need that to fire. Our fighters did not get into position in time. But the Lexington is having a bad day. It's about to have a worse day. Because now we're going to get in here and try and hurt him. Which, probably not our best plan ever, but it's going to be our plan. Okay, now I take that back. It was the best plan ever. Look at that. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. They only have Gatling phasers, I'm pretty sure. Which is great for taking out fighters and dealing lots of strafing damage, but for, like, super burst is not super great. They don't have missile launchers, they don't have photon torpedoes. Disruptors are eh. Although I think it would be absolutely hilarious if they had mini PPDs. That would just be too funny. How many fighters did we lose in that one? We lost 3. They are expensive to replace. We'll try and avoid having to do that a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. That'll do. Keep pushing out of the map. Be aggressive. Attack in all directions. Patrol, because Anomaly is broken as all hell. I gotta actually go in and rip that mission out. I don't like playing it, but I always kept it in because just in case, you know, it was always something that we didn't... Oh, mission complete. Good job, everybody. I've always wanted to rip the Anomaly mission out, but I didn't want to do it because it seemed like just tearing out missions I didn't like was a bad thing. But now that I know that it's broken as all hell, I don't feel bad at all about it. Keep pushing. Asteroid base assault. Why? This couldn't be terrible. Hi, Carlos. Welcome to the stream. We are currently rolling through as the ISC and attempting to do things. If we can pull it off. Campaign, yeah, somewhere out there. Tell me which direction I'm currently traveling in. To the left. So we'll have to remember that if we get into a running gun battle and forget which direction we're pointing at the end of it. Do I need anything special? I don't need any... Unless they're pirates. If they're pirates, then I might need some plasma torpedo defense. Yes, indeed. Unfortunately, I don't think it gave us anything, like, tile-wise in reward for it. It's a light cruiser. It's a Federation light cruiser. According to this, it's a destroyer, and I'm seeing quite a few Federation light cruisers. Frigate, light cruiser. According to this, you're a guided weapons destroyer. No, you're a Sail Plus. You are a new escort cruiser, and you're an FLG. You're moderately ignorable. You do have a missile launcher. I can't completely say you're done. But this, and mostly this is going to be a big problem, actually. Watch. Oh, if I'm remembering this correctly, this is going to be a problem. A pretty significant problem, actually. You're a new drone cruiser, and look at that. He's got 5 anti-missile defense systems. Now tell me, just how efficient do you think my fighters are going to be against that? Well, we're about to find out. Okay, so we've got one chance to knock him out. Do you mind? I am about to have a single one-on-one duel with your buddy over here. And, I don't want to. But I don't really see much of a choice here. Okay, if you come right towards me, I will dump a plasma torpedo on you. He's not. Okay, let's see how well they survive. Beauty. Just utter beauty. Now, he did wipe out an entire fighter group with that. So let's not forget that. 4 fighters died doing that. But if they can get home, which they might not be able to because of the green, because he's down to 1. Nope, we got 1 fighter group. We got 1 fighter group. And a light cruiser and an FLG. We could probably take the FLG on our own. We're reasonably competent at doing that. But the light cruiser is going to be interesting. Get back here. Get on board. Get repaired. Get rearmed. We need all your heavy firepower. We're going to stay at range. We're going to use these I-type plasma torpedoes and hopefully not die. Maybe. Sort of. If we can keep him in range. Give me stern touch. Don't hit me. I don't need to be hit right now. We're all good. Stay back there where it's safe or something. And I-type plasma torpedoes are ready to go. We can fire them at any time. And we're just going to sit here. Wiggling back and forth as we kill time. He is picking up speed. That's good. I want you to come a little bit closer to me so I can dump plasma torpedoes on you. We have an alert right in front of us. That's a problem. Luckily, it's slightly to our side. So we'll turn slightly in this direction. Are you going to get here first? Yes. Yes, you will. Because you're going to pick up speed. And I'm going to pick up speed as well. And then I'm going to do this. I said this. We can't do that. Am I heading directly into it? No, we're passing through the side of the dust field. Okay. Come on, come on. There we go. You ready with the other one? Are you going to crash stop? You are not going to crash stop. Fire the other one, fire the other one. Thank you. Now he's going to take that on the shield, which is fine. But he now is missing some pretty significant shields. Full power, full power. And target you. He's our main target. Fighters, kill. Now that we've gotten the light cruiser off of him, he only has a single A-type defense system. So if you get in there with your Gatling phasers, you didn't use your Gatling phasers. That's a problem. They're down to 3, and they currently appear to be flying towards the green, which I told them not to do. If they hit that asteroid, I will be especially angry at them. Hey, weirder things have happened. So come on into him. We are doing quite the speed here. Fire the Gatling phasers. I really need you to get them Gatling phasers involved, guys. It's kind of important. Oh, we're going to be passing right on top of you. Hi. Hey, we got cut a little hole through him, and we'll pull away. Caveats, this is your last pass, and then I'm pulling you home. Because I was pretty explicit, I thought. Nope, they're too close together. Ordering into that is going to be... maybe. I don't know what they're doing, because I did tell them to attack, didn't I? Did I hit attack, or did I hit defend me? Because it looks like I hit defend me with what they're doing right now. Alright, I'm going to come in, I'm going to try and maul you. Hold and select again. Because you've lost most of your weapon systems. Well, except for all of your rear-firing weapon systems. Get that reinforcement to the front. Come on, you have Gatling phasers. Getting close. Hey, I've opened up another hole in him. Finally! Jeez. Oh god. Pull through at full power. If you kill this fighter, I'm done. Because I won't be able to kill it. I won't have the firepower to kill this. Hit him, hit him, hit him. And now you, return.
Coming home.
And come on. Oh, you missed by an inch. Come off in this direction. Come on. If we can get him back. If we can get him back on board, then we'll be able to win this fight. Because we've got the FLG really badly mauled. We've got the CL pretty badly damaged. But he's got to survive long enough to get on board this ship. Slow down. And capture. Excellent. Okay. Now pull away. Pull away. Actually, no. Turn to engage. Turn to engage. We need to weaken him. We've been doing an excellent job at weakening him down, and we will continue to do so. So, he does have a pretty decent shield in our face right now. Can I get this turn in time? No. Well, doesn't matter. We've already committed to the turn. Okay, we are right on the green's tail. Okay, that'll work for me, and that'll, yeah, clear that for me. Good. So we're currently on the tail of the green, and hopefully the green will lead us away from him. If not, well, this will be slightly annoying. Just stay right on his tail. Don't let him turn away from you. I think we're technically a destroyer, so we can actually outmaneuver him, which is something really weird for an ISC ship to do. Like, the ISC is not about maneuverability. Although if you would mind not damaging the ship, that would be great. Fix these things. Fix all of these things. More damage getting on through. Hi, green. If I wanted to steal you, how hard would that be? That would be really hard, actually. Because we have no shield. We basically have no armor. And at this point, I don't really have enough alpha damage to really crush you. We've lost one of our I-type plasma torpedoes. But that's all fine. That'll be good. We'll survive. As long as we can get the phasers going, we should be fine. Just think happy thoughts. Pull away. Fighters, are you almost ready to go? No, fighters are still very much in repair work. How long? Way too long. Okay, pull away. And let's get an engine repair and... No, just the engine repair. That's all I need right now. I really got to kill this CL+. I mean, I've dealt a pretty decent amount of damage to him. We shouldn't have too much armor left, but I need to get through him with the fighters. And he still has that ARAC, but we should be able to handle that ARAC. The trouble is he's also then got a pretty decent amount of additional phaser fire. Oh yeah, also there's this we're going to have to deal with. That's going to be a treat. Oh, you missed. Thank goodness. Fighters are just about to get ready. Rear shield is down. Okay. Select attack. Select kill. That was not what I wanted to kill. That was really not what I wanted to kill. Okay. This fight is interesting because we are not in the best position to do what we're trying to do. Did we cripple him? Did we actually cripple him? Or are you just saying that? We took out 3 of his phasers. 2 of which are important offensive phasers. 1 of which is a defensive phaser, so that one doesn't really matter. And our super powerful, aggressive shuttle is probably not going to get within range. Yeah. Yeah. I am going to get wrapped up with him, because I think I have the phaser firepower to do this. In the meantime, fighters, I'm going to need you to completely cripple this light cruiser. And by I think I can take him, we took him. So let's try and get in on his stern right here to deal some damage. Hopefully that I can deal something on through to weaken that point defense system. Where are your Gatling phasers, guys? Use them. Or at least stick so close to him that he can't possibly use that defensive turret on you. Well, they've currently burned it up, so now it's reloading. Come on, guys. Gatling phasers. There we go. Use your main ones. Your primary heavy weapons, which are Gatling phasers, weirdly enough. Just steadily losing shields every time that base shoots at me. Even from this range. It just goes to show how weakened we are. More damage. Come on. You can do it, fighters. I believe in you. Mostly. Sort of. Okay, you're ISC fighters, so you really can't blame me for being all that concerned about you. Let's see. How much damage have we currently got? Let's patch that. There we go. Okay, fighters, come home. Return to me, my fighters. Slow down, and full power to forward shields. Reinforce that to the maximum. And maximum speed of time, as long as we're at it. Slow way down, slow way down. Come back. Where are you going? Get on board the ship. Thank you. Thank you. Good. Okay, wonderful. Now we can actually focus on this base. Because I'm not sure we can actually take it. To be 100% honest, it's going to be an interesting fight. Alright, so our engine power is at maximum. For whatever that's worth to. And we have our defensive plasma torpedoes, which only shoot backwards. Which will not be particularly useful in this case. I think this obvious solution is obvious. Launch them in harass mode. We will tank all the fire incoming from Mr. Big Phaser Beam. And hopefully they will stay outside of our range of 4 and therefore not get hit by his point defense phasers. At the end of the day, the asteroid base has no shields. And so we can use that to our advantage unless you use your phaser ones on that. Yeah, if you do that, that'll be painful. I think we don't get it. We really can't get any closer. Select my offensive long-range phasers, please. This could be a problem. How much power do I have in that forward shield? Not a lot. Okay, so we're using the fighters basically as a defensive tool. They will continue to take damage until they die. Or rather, I'll call them back and then send them back out again. That'll be the plan. Don't shoot them, please. Yes, fighters, please do more damage to this asteroid base. That's kind of important here. I want to be able to wipe this thing out without dying. And that's going to be kind of a difficult thing. Yeah, gotta pull you back. Return to me. Don't want you to die. The goal is to not have you get murdered. Because otherwise I have zero chance of destroying this base at all. You thought that taking on this base using a Federation ship using proximity photon torpedoes was going to be slow. Well, let me tell you what I have in store for you. Yeah. Phaser fire. Really tempted, though, to send them in. I don't know if they'll survive the way through, but give it a shot. Deploy. And go kill. Don't shoot at them. You're supposed to shoot at me. You're supposed to look at me and be, oh my god, that's terrifying. How can we possibly take on this light cruiser? They're dead. Okay. If you can get back to me in time, that'd be cool. If not, no worries. No, they're dead. Okay, let's see how much damage this shield can tank. 16 points of shield energy is what I have to play with. You're not actually dealing all that much. That works for me. How many Marines do I have? That'll be the real question. He has 20. I have 11. I need... Honestly, I need this to be dead. So the question is, can I get close enough to, you know, shield blast him without getting killed by the phaser? probably should not fire weapons until after we beam people over on board. Because each one of those can deal, I think, 20 damage apiece, 15 damage maybe. And when they do, well, we don't have a whole heck of a lot of shields. Come on. Get within range. This is so stupid. But this is honestly our only chance. If we destroy it, and I don't think we will, but if we do, we win. Flat out. I mean, he will not be able to succeed against us. Oh, that's what I was expecting. That right there is exactly everything I thought it would be. We're gonna die. We're gonna die. Oh, 2 full beam overs didn't work. Fix that. Desperately needs to be patched. Look at that. We literally had nothing left. Oh, it was either that or spend the next half hour, 45 minutes blinking away the phase fire, and I wasn't about to start doing that. I will gladly trade that for something more interesting than 30 more minutes of that. Minus 75 prestige is a bit of a stern price, but hey, whatever. We are now in the Salic HDDM3 shipyard. Do you got anything nearly similar to that so that I can quickly check? HDDC. Where is it? HDDM3. A Marine Assault Heavy War Destroyer. Okay. It carries 22 Marines with 2 F-type. This is not terrible. I think the game figured out that, hey, if I wanted to do that, they may as well give me enough Marines and transporters to actually do that job. And I get 2 fighters along with it, just for giggles. That's actually really nice. So we've become a Marine Assault Boat. So we will attempt to use that to our advantage. And pick up some spare parts. Pick up the mines, which are always so useful. And we'll pick up a whole bunch of Marines. Get up to 44 Marines on this thing. I'll double check. How many does that mean that I get transporter-wise? 5. That's not bad at all. Oh, let's see if we can't go board some people. We'll stay close to home. Try not to risk anything too much. We're in too small of a ship to want to risk anything like that. But, yeah, I've never actually flown a Marine Assault class for the ISC before. This ought to be interesting. We have a random light cruiser in the middle of the map. How fast do I get to go? Slow down speed of time so it doesn't mess me up with that. We are actually... that fast? Yeah, that fast. We're actually capable of doing a speed of 19. That's really good for a ship so small. Select our plasma torpedoes on 2. And all the phasers. Set those up on 1. Yeah, that's what I kind of figure it would be. Because, you know, 22 Marine boarding teams up to 44, plus 2 fighters for the additional support. Oh, this is an interesting find. It's an Agula Mark III. It's an XDG. I didn't realize we were in that era. Currently squaring off against the Heavy Cruiser. The Heavy Cruiser is a CCR. It's a Command Cruiser refit. So let's see if we can't cause any pain on his life. If I'm not mistaken, he'll have at least 1 point defense system. Let's get the forward defense shields going up. You should have 1 or 2. Probably 2 from the missile launcher. Just the 1 from the missile launcher. Okay, I gotcha. XDG, are you carrying any, like, famous technology? Might be. We'll find out. As we steal all of that. The Hughes. Sorry, Hughes. Yeah, it's an Aquila Mark III. That's pretty cool. Very nice ship for all of that weaponry. But I'm going to focus on you first, and you're going to die. Assuming we can cause lots of damage. Marines, if I want to send you over to steal this ship, I got to take out 10 Marines. I got to take out 6 of them to make it an easy 1-pass kill. So let's launch the fighters. In harass mode, keep them at range. Use their long-range weaponry to kind of cause a little bit of havoc. Plasma torpedoes on pseudo. And I assume, yep, that bait's exactly what I wanted. Excellent. Excellent. Okay, now he's going to focus on me. But that's alright, because we planned for this. Right, guys? We did plan for this, right? There's an idea here. The Federation Clearance Clearwater Revival Vessel. Called the Kiev, no less. Alright, you have your shields up. You've got a lot of defenses, but you know what I've got? I've got a lot of firepower and some really angry Marines. So I've sent over 4. It's not a huge number, but here's the trick. He's going to start flying around my ship. And I have plasma torpedoes all over my ship. And if he keeps coming in this direction, he's going to get another plasma torpedo. We're doing a slow enough... that's actually pretty clever. His missile wasn't traveling slow enough to ignore the mine. But we were. We need to cause just a little bit more damage to that ship, and I will be able to get one more beam in. Alright, we are equal. And I am winning. Alright, the ship is mine. The Marines have successfully stolen the ship. Well, it'll be close. Let's get one more beam in just to be sure. Shields are holding. We slipped out from underneath those mines. Excellent. Caveats. I think I want to commit you. So we're going to call our fighter group in. Go on the attack. They really don't have any weapons that can do that sort of long-range firepower. They really are limited to being point-blank range phaser boats. So, it's one of the problems about ISC fighters. They were really designed, it seems like. I'm not sure if this is for sure in the lore, but it really seems like they're designed to kill other fighters. Don't fly through those mines. Avoid the mines, please. That would be very bad if you went through all those mines. Hey, Marines, how you doing? Marines are winning. Okay. Excellent. So the Marines are still winning on that ship. We will hopefully steal this ship without too much trouble. There is a little bit of engine damage, but it's not actually to the engines themselves. Phasers. Put more holes in that ship. Yeah, 2 for 4. Okay. Call the fighters home. We're going to let him stew on that for a little while. He does have missiles. He also does have pretty significant photon torpedo armament. So I'm going to pick up speed and get out from in front of him. Come on, come home, come home. Try not to damage it too much. We've just stolen it, so... And on board. Excellent. Okay, now we're just going to zip away from him. We're going to let the Marines do the work. It's 4-on-1 at this point, so we've got him. And a very different style of play from what we've ever done. Because normally it's either, you know, normal combat, and then in some... We dealt with that. That was totally on purpose. And then sometimes we would do carrier combat, but now it looks like our primary goal is going to be to capture everything we run into. And 0 to 3, just give it a little bit, and we got it. The ship is ours. No ifs and or buts. Now, the one thing we do have to avoid... No, actually, no. I was going to say the one thing we have to avoid is convoy raids, but no, because we'll beam the Marines over, then ships will blow themselves up. It's a perfectly efficient system. Quite happy with that, actually. And, wow, 512 prestige for that. This could be very lucrative. Give me back my Marines. Give me more spare parts because we might need them at some point. And repair that. Shuttles, still good on them. Fighters, still good on them. Play the Klingons if you want Marine Assault Dreadnoughts. If you want Marine Assault anything, play the Klingons. They will do the job quite beautifully. They are very aggressive in close combat. Speaking of close combat and Marines, I still had to record next week's episode of The Way Team. Because I have run into, like, the mother of all brick walls on this mission. Like, I spent about an hour and a half bashing my head into the same target over and over again until I realized that there was a path through a corridor that I didn't see that I could take before. So I've got to get back and actually do... And then I tried to do the mission again and ended up having a mild problem with the fact that somebody died. Because there's an infinite spawn point in another place. So I still need to beat that mission. I didn't think so until this mission came up, and now it's like, oh my god, how do I beat this? Oh, you're the one I want. Well, no, I'm gonna build a fleet to take on you. You're a galactic survey cruiser. You're a decent heavy cruiser, but you're not amazing. You're good enough for what we want to do. So we're going to build a fleet to take on the galactic survey cruiser, and then we will steal the galactic survey cruiser. FFLR. Send a probe. Let's find out. Let's find out, just to be sure, exactly what it is we're getting into. Hopefully, no fighters. Although I don't know if the galactic survey cruiser gets a refit to get more fighters. Oh. That's wow. Okay, I thought that the Federation frigate that had the plasma torpedoes was a BFF for a battle frigate. But no, or an FFB. One of the two. But no, this is a lot of firepower. It's a lot of firepower, but it's also a lot of firepower that is guarded by very few people. So, we're gonna steal it? Yeah, it does. It very much does. We're going to steal it. We're still going to steal it. The trick is going to be, don't hurt it too badly. Preferably not on the forward shields. And once we do hurt it, to leave it alone. So we can deal with him, who will have to spend a turn to take. Torpedo pseudo. Yeah. Fire the other one. Nope. Tank it. Gotta tank it. The reason we have to tank it is because he still has a plasma torpedo ready to go. Someday I will have to try a multiplayer campaign. That is actually something I do want to try. Just have to figure out when.
Wild Weasel ready.
Wild Weasel's ready. So we now have our Weasel ready. Who brought all the plasma? Okay, I want to know. Somebody has got to answer for this crime. Phasers. That may have been a bit of an overreaction on my part, I'll admit. Focus on... He does have defenses. Alright, we need to get away from him. Because if he fixes that plasma torpedo, I'm in trouble. So pull away, full power. Nope. Okay, get ready to pull away full power as soon as we can. I will steal this ship. I'm winning. That's not a concern. In fact, to make that happen faster, I'll send even more people over. Yeah, I'll just have to find time for all of that. Because there are things that I'd like to do with you guys, but it's finding the opportunity to do so. Alright, pull away, pull away. More power. I need more power to these engines, guys, right now. Fix the engine. Oh, the fighters. Oh, the fighters. Defensive plasma torpedo. Shoot that group of fighters. Oh, no, I shot it at you. Not a terrible decision, to be honest. I do have to weaken you pretty considerably before I get to, hurt you. And the game has crashed. Oh, I forgot. Capturing things tends to be a bit wonky. Oh, we got another crash. Another crash on our list of crashes. I wonder how far back that's going to set us. And we are actually getting close in on 2 hours, and that's as long as I had planned on streaming. So we'll see. Probably get maybe 1 or 2 more missions in. We're still in our light cruiser. Yeah, no, we're in our marine carrier still. Okay. So apparently it saved it for us when we came back home. So we'll get all these set up nice and ready. 148 prestige. Sure, I'll spend it. Just gonna have to be careful about running into lots of bad guys. We can convoy rate it. We're gonna convoy rate it nice and easily, hopefully. Because unlike most convoy raids, well, we have enough transporters to get past pretty much anybody's marine complement. I think. Capture is 3, yes. Automatic, 6. 3. Really? You have nobody on board? Oh, I gotcha. So this one's got 6. They'll need a little bit of persuading, but then I'm going to use a super weak hull form. This one's 3, and this one apparently is a free taking. So let's get up to speed. Yeah, at some point I want to figure out how to get LAN and multiplayer working on this and just sort of see how it goes. Although I'll probably do that with a couple of friends of mine, more small scale first, just to make sure that it works. Because I have never played the multiplayer version of this game, even though it looks really cool. Alright, we are full shield reinforcement forward. We are at full speed, ready to pass through the enemy like something they didn't quite believe. And we... Oh, I think I need to set up my weapons group. No, they're already set up. Okay. 3 will be you, and 4 will be you. 2 is all, and 1 is the phasers. Good. So let's see if the enemy has revealed their defenses. They have. It's a Q ship. Show me that Q ship. I keep linking past it. There it is. Hi, Q ship. You're an FLDR, and you have how many Marines on board? 6. So you will require a little bit of persuasion to come over to my side. You are also seem to be heading my way. Oh, no, you're not. You just have a weird aspect angle going on here. So we're going to pull up right on you and just beam over all the Marines and take everything. You will probably kill. You I'll probably kill. You I will steal. Because you've got 3 people on board. You I will definitely steal. And in fact, you're so far ahead that I'm going to invest some time now into doing that. We'll line up on him. You won't have plasma torpedoes because you're a Federation Q ship and you don't do those things, right? Right, game? Oh, this is going to be an interesting plan, actually. Find that shuttle. So what I could do is I actually have 4 F-type plasma torpedoes technically on an overrun, because I can fire into him, pass through him, and fire out to the back. Now, granted, I'm going to have to wait until that's gone, but that's not too much of a problem. Let's get up here on this. Wow, you are way ahead. There's a couple of freighters that are just so super far ahead here. The FXX ships. We've got to make up quite the distance here. And I'm not going to bother firing my F-type plasma torpedoes at him yet. There would be no point. It would be a waste of time. FDX is carrying 0 people. That's good. So we shall use just a little bit of phaser firepower to open them up. Open them up just a little bit and then get at the insides like a clam so that we can use the Marines. Shouldn't take too much effort to kill them, to use the Marines to kill off all his crew. Unless that'll crash the game too. If that does crash the game, well, we're going to end here just a little bit early because of that. Because we have run into a few of them. It happens on the longer streams. It doesn't happen so much if you keep your sessions down to about 20 minutes. The game is much more stable then. Never mind. He's dead. Yeah, I've noticed that when I cut my episodes down to about 20-30 minutes, try to keep it in there, the game was super stable, but when I do super long run plays, like, 2 hours like this, game gets little less than stable. But that's fine. Older game, to be expected. That could be a bit of a problem for a multiplayer campaign, though. Where does that phaser... We have 2 phasers that just shoot backwards. Who came up with that plan? The same guy who came up with photon torpedoes that only shoot backwards. And you're dead. Okay. Okay, that works. Let's come back into the... Ooh, luxury liner. Or at least this is the model that gets used for the luxury liner in the stock game. So we will steal all of that. How close are we getting to the border? We're not there yet. We're good. We're perfectly fine. We should be able to steal most of this stuff. Actually, I'm going to launch a plasma torpedo into him. That should get you to stop, right? Stop in the name of love, or no? No, he's just going to tank it. Like a boss right there. Marines, get tactical. Woo! They've got him. They've got him, no problem. They did cause a little bit of damage through, and that's one of the challenges of this. This looks like a steam runner. I can't be the only one who thinks this from this output screen here. All right, phasers, get ready to cut through. If he survives, he survives. If not, then whatever. Transporters were not ready. Point defense. Oh, didn't need it. Hi, you got awfully close. Other point defense. And open them up. Can you shoot at him? No, not really. We're not set up for that yet. That's alright. We'll keep going in on the rest of the convoy. Do you really have that heavy shields? You can't. More speed. Good. He doesn't have that good shields. We might even be able to just kill him with a plasma torpedo. If he defends against this or not. He should, though. Maybe not. Maybe they don't consider the F-type plasma torpedo a threat. Go Marines. We've got him. And onto this one, who needs to be stopped. Wow, he's doing a speed of 31. That's a freighter doing a speed of 31. That's moderately ridiculous. Although, if you really want to get this close to me, I will oblige you. Dropped his forward shields. Unfortunately, we don't have Marines available just yet. The transporter's still on the cycle. Let's see if we can't keep in front of him, though. Just want to stay right in front of him. Just long enough to hurt him a little bit more. All weapons, if you've got anything, just shoot. Got the meat. Yep, the ship exploded upon capture. That's what we expect to hear. And he'll explode upon capture. That means just you, my friend. You will be the last of the survivors. And our transporters are ready to rock. So let's just line up, get within a range of 5 so we can really hit him. And actually, if you're going to turn fully, I'm going... Nope, he's not. We didn't get the shield down. Not enough of the shield down at any rate. Get within a range of 3. That'll allow us to get our phaser 3s on. Preferably onto his stern. There we go. Go Marines. We haven't captured him yet, because he has more than enough Marines to actually keep us going on that one. So we'll need one more transport group in there. We are about to have an F-type plasma torpedo ready to go, though, so that'll hurt nice and painfully. They can be? That'd be nice. Although I don't know if we've got any wireframes or anything for them. But yeah, if we could get updates to thumbnails, that'd be really cool. They've taken light damage, but they're about to take 4... Oh, come on. Nope, I think we're going to fall behind on the other side. Yes, we did. Evans, open up his shields. There we go. It's 8 to his 3. Pull away. We've got him. Yep, that ship's about to fall. And that ship's about to fall. Yeah, this game style, just the way that it handles combat, could be really flexible to a lot of different sci-fi genres. Alright, we have captured everything. We have done all the damage. We have managed to successfully push into Federation space and gotten our first foothold, which is really nice, actually. I was not expecting that. I was expecting to have to haul a starbase all the way out here, but it looks like not so much. We have a foothold. And it will be the Federation's downfall. That's going to be the target of the main ISC campaign. Well, the stream ISC campaign is we're going to take the Federation. Just going to hollow them out and annihilate them. But we have been streaming for 2 hours. That's kind of what I wanted to get through. So we're going to end it here for today, guys. Thank you for joining me. We had 10 people in here at one point. There's 9 people in here right now. That's actually really cool that everybody showed up and stuck around and had some fun. So yeah, I don't know if I'll be streaming this weekend. I'd like to try and stream on Sunday again, but I'm not sure how the timing's going to work out. But yeah, so this is where we're going to wrap it up here. And I will try and put out an announcement earlier on for the next time that we stream. So, yeah, thanks everybody for showing up, and I will see you all next time.